Well guys, I don't know if you're going to be able to guess what we're doing tonight, but let's be honest, we all knew it was going to happen. Probably not ideal timing because I'm about 3 weeks out from my own wedding, but I've actually bought this. As you can probably tell from the DP, the reason why you clicked on this video, what it is, but we got Ben here. You all know this guy. This is where he comes in because I'm new to these, but basically we've got this Toyota Hilux Surf, or 4Runner. 4Runner's the Australian variant, is that right?
Yeah, this is a Jap import, so this is technically a Toyota Surf.
Yep. So this came up very cheap for obvious reasons. So we're going to try and do a quick bush repair in the northern suburbs of Sydney and get this wheel back on. But basically this is going to be the new BBG project car, so I'll go into it a bit deeper later on once we actually get it running, because I don't want to burn all the night. But basically it's got the, what is it,
3L
3L. It's meant to come with the 2.4, the 2L.
Yep, 2L TE. So the T stands for turbo and the E is electronic.
Yep. So the previous owner before this guy was a diesel mechanic, so you can see he's obviously swapped this motor into it, which is good. Upgraded coupler, nothing that special. Catch can. The wiring is an absolute sham, so there's going to be a lot of redoing stuff here. Actually, give us a squiz at this bad boy.
Nicely melted fuse.
Yeah, so that's not doing us any favours. So plan of attack is basically we'll get this wheel back on, come back tomorrow with a car trailer towed by a la Benjamin.
Rescue services.
And basically tow it and leave it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to touch it before I get married and go on a honeymoon, but it's there for when I get back and we can start building this up. And eventually I might end up doing a twin charged L67 3.8 V6, similar to what's in my ute. Ben's got one in his VS Commodore.
Yeah.
But
and I've got a spare engine.
Yes, he's got a spare engine in his other boot of his other car. So we've got all the gear to make this thing great. I don't know if I'll do it straight away. I'll probably boost the shit out of the old turbo diesel, see how it goes. But yeah, we've got a lot of cleaning up to do, but hopefully you guys are as excited as we are.
Looking forward to it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Something new.
Something new.
Yeah.
But something common, and that's fixing cars in the middle of the night. In a
I thought you were going to say a Toyota.
Nah. You only ever improve Toyotas.
Yeah.
In a dirt pit.
So I'll give you guys a walk around properly later on in the daytime when the thing's actually on 4 wheels, not 3. But yeah, it's pretty good. Bull bar, winch, driving lights. UHF, yeah.
Snorkel.
Big bonus, snorkel. So Ben gets to use that his new high lift jack, so
yeah. See if we can work this puppy out.
Alright. Have a look at the carnage, huh?
Well, there's plenty of dirt and crud in there, so we'll get rid of that. There's the brake rotors. You can see here where it's snapped off.
Yeah.
There's the hard line there. Jesus. So
they are 4-pot, aren't they?
I think it's a 2-pot.
No, it looks like it's a 4.
Is it 4?
Yeah, it's a 4.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is a 4-pot.
Very nice. That's a bonus.
Yeah.
Pindly little rotors though.
Yeah.
Oh, they're fucking worn.
They're grooved bad.
They are bad.
Hopefully the rim's okay. So I reckon what we'll do is support the car.
Which we've done.
Yeah, we'll get another one under the front. Then we'll get the hub assembly off the wheel so we can handle it better, and then clean all this up.
Yeah. Alright. So I'll show you guys the damage under here. So do you want to explain what we're looking at, Benny?
So here's the front steering knuckle. There's the tie rod there. Top ball joint, bottom ball joint, lower A arm. So what this is here, this is the disc backing plate, so we'll need to bend that back. This is the inboard taper roller bearing. So there's 2 taper rollers, one inboard, one outboard, that sits up to here, which holds the hub on. Then to adjust the preload in the taper rollers.
Is that what those are for, those threads?
You have this threaded adjustment here, and you'll have an adjuster nut, a locking assembly and a tightening nut. And then outboard here you'll have the hub. So that's like where you hear the term freewheeling hub and so on. It's a mechanism that splines onto the drive shaft here. So this is the end of the drive shaft, you can see there. It splines onto here. The drive is transmitted to the outward side where the hub is, and then that hub is bolted onto the wheel assembly, and the drive comes in there. So actually the drive goes through the center all the way to the outside,
and then
it's
back.
coupled to the outward cap, and then the drive is transmitted to the wheel through the series of bolts. So you have a look on the other side.
Makes sense now.
Yeah, if you have a look on the other side.
Hopefully that's all still in there.
Yeah, hopefully.
Otherwise,
You should turn the wheel over for a grand revelation.
I don't think it's going to be. I really don't.
That's the hub assembly here. So it's splined into this piece here. That's just a dust cap, and then bolted to the main hub there. There it is. So we'll rattle all that off, clean it up, and the rest of the answers will be in there.
Okay. Well, let's see. Have you got a rattle gun? So I brought mine.
Yep.
Alright, so the hub is off the wheel. It's got a good collection of dirt.
Yeah, there's all the bits down there.
We've got all the stuff we need.
Spaces. Got most of the dirt out, that's good. So we'll rattle the hub off.
Just while we're doing that, I'm just going to take a sec and admire our work area. Mate, we could rustle this up pretty quick. We were literally here like 2 hours ago. Now we're back, all ready to go.
Gotta say, this thing has been with me to so many bush recoveries.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be able to hand that responsibility down to my Makita now. Dude, check out the fucking... Oh my god. So this has been flopping around and just chopping the road around.
I reckon that's a anti-squeal chamfer.
Definitely.
Imagine doing Paris Dakar or something where you actually have to do this for real.
Yeah.
Not by choice. Like these nut jobs here.
Is that just a dust cap?
Yeah, underneath here is just, there we go, where the retainers are, so plenty of dirt and rubbish in there. That is the retaining bolt at the end.
And it's starting to rain too, guys.
All good fun. I've got to say, full tang screwdrivers are one of the best things.
Yeah. And for anyone who doesn't know, full tang means the blade or the shaft goes all the way through. You might hear that in knife terminology. Not Wu-Tang.
Yeah, I was going to say it's like Wu-Tang.
So this is where the outboard bearing is, isn't it?
Yeah, just behind this cap here. So sometimes on some hub assemblies there are jacking bolts that will help you get it all off. You can see before previous efforts have mangled this, you can see it's all mushroomed in.
Would you still use it?
Oh, I think once we get it back to the shop and get it properly cleaned. Now it's properly raining. Nothing too bad.
Rust washer?
So that, yeah, that looks like the thrust washer there. Thoroughly. That was outboard. And then all this stuff, there's the nut.
Yeah,
and that's all mangled.
Preload nut.
I think it's been assembled incorrectly. So there's the two nuts there.
So one being a locking nut for that nut, I guess.
No, that one has no thread left on it. Actually, neither of these do. They're totally chewed out.
Oh,
I reckon if you wash them up... Oh no, maybe there's a bit of thread left on there. Okay, so there's several things missing from here. either missing or they're just generally chewed out. So what we'll do is we'll wash up those two because those are the most important things.
So will this stop us getting it rolling?
There are other ways to get it rolling. We'll have a look. We'll still clean everything up and position it up on the hub and see. But yeah, you can see there used to be thread in there, but it's totally gone. So just in there, you see the remnants of the thread. So that's toast. This has been running around loose for a very long time. Well, not very long, but for a while. It doesn't just come loose like that.
No.
This one is totally chewed out as well and worn. It's all beveled. Basically what we need is something come on here, on this threaded section here, and retain the whole bearing assembly. Just while you're in this front end, clean it all.
Yeah.
And that's probably just needs a grease up if it's still tight, and see all these rubbers.
Yeah,
The ball joint's probably okay, just needs to replace that, or if it's cheap, just get the whole ball joint.
You did a video on that, didn't you, mate?
I did.
I remember that one.
Refer to previous video.
Actually, you haven't released a video in a while.
Yeah, I know.
Although by the time you guys see this, he'll probably have a video out finally.
It's because I'm too busy fixing other people's cars.
You wanted to do it tonight.
This is true.
I said, let's be sensible and wait.
You know what? I haven't seen the outer bearing yet.
Neither have I, actually.
So look.
Surely it's still in here.
The fuck? Where's the cup? Oh, there's the cup.
You're kidding, right?
Where's the other bit?
We definitely have not lost anything. We would have noticed a fucking bearing.
You know what?
It's definitely not here.
Maybe it wasn't even fitted.
That's fuck off.
No, because there's not enough metal in here for it to have completely disintegrated. That's grease and a bit of rocks
Bit
and
of dirt and shit.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Yes. That's not an inner ring. That's a thrust washer. It's got the tag there.
So that thrust washer will run against the bearing to set the preload, yeah?
Yeah. So this is the abutment to the inner race, and then the nuts will go up against there. But I think that's what's wrong. There is no.
So there was never a bearing.
They never fitted the bearing.
Wow.
Which would explain why it all came loose, and there's no locking tab. The locking tab's pretty thin, so it could get chewed up, and it might be the swarfing here. I doubt it though, because it's mostly grease. There's no chunks of metal or anything. It's rocks and dirt and stuff.
Holy shit.
That is a whole new level of workshop incompetence.
Yeah.
So we could be wrong. Could be here. I don't think so.
I don't think it is, man. I really don't think it is.
So, well, I guess we should probably explain how the wheel bearings work. So what happens is these are taper roller assemblies. So there's an inner race and rolling element assembly, which normally stays together, and then there's an outer race, which is here, which is there. That's the outer race, which it goes up against. So that's
the one that's already on the.
So this is the mating part to the part that's already on the car. So if you have a look at the car, this is the taper roller inner ring and rolling element assembly. So there's the rolling elements in the cage, and there should be a matching one for the outside, which would be with the hub.
So it would normally sit there.
Yep. It
does look like there's like a witness mark, unless that's just rubbing and something's come off.
The one from before.
So
there's a mating part to that, which is there, but there is no mating. There's no inboard inner ring, outboard inner ring, and the outer race could be the one that was from the old hub. But I reckon that's definitely why the whole thing came apart. There was only one bearing on there.
Wow.
That
would have been noisy and wobbly as hell.
It might have been okay just when everything was tight, just for a little bit, but it wouldn't have taken long for the whole thing to come unstuck. That's messed up.
That's scary.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll clean up that, have a bit of a closer look at it, and start making an inventory of what we need to actually get this thing rolling.
Alright, well I'll shut the camera off because this shit's pretty boring. And we'll see you guys in a sec once we actually have a game plan. A new revised game plan, I should say. Alright, so we've pretty much done all that we can do tonight. we're at the stage now where we're just going to take the parts that we can home. We'll clean up tomorrow. We actually can't get it rolling in its current state, unfortunately, so we're going to try to get all the bits and pieces we need to hopefully come back tomorrow in the daylight and get it rolling. If not, I don't know, we'll have to figure something out. What else? We might just bring in the old buzz box and tack that nut on.
So the big thing that's missing today is we don't have the outboard bearing, the inner ring raceway and the rolling assembly. We suspect it just wasn't installed because there's not enough swarf and leftovers to indicate that it was installed in the first place. So we need one of those to get it rolling, and we don't have any retaining assembly, so that's the locking nut.
Oh, shall we go get some dinner?
Yeah.
And pack up, then get some dinner?
Yeah.
I think it's time to restock on degreaser.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's job.
Yeah.
So guys, it's a new day and we're back with the old Aussie clean. And we have, as you can see, it's not in here anymore, but we've cleaned up all the parts. So we're going to go back. We're at Ben's place, by the way.
Hey.
This is his parts den. I need one of those as well. I'll add that to my list. So yeah, we're going to take that back. There's going to be some welding out here.
Absolutely.
Some trailer action.
Some spark action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll get this thing to its next home.
It's resting.
Where it will sit for a while.
it's parking place.
So I think this story is probably about right that it starts with a recovery. Because
Trailer recovery, not just
a trailer recovery. So hopefully this will carry on and turn into a good build series. It won't be as crazy as my other cars, but it'll be what do you reckon? Go for a budget?
I reckon a quality, built on a budget bush basher.
Yeah. You obviously need some skills to do it, but we'll see.
We're trying to do it without breaking the bank. That's the main thing.
Too many cars that do that.
Yeah. And married life for you.
Anyway, let's get this in the car and pick up our U-Haul.
Let's haul.
Hitching the bitch. You ready to do your umpteenth recovery, Benjamin?
That's it. All previous recoveries were
it's a very appropriate shirt too.
Sun's out, guns out.
That's it.
All previous recoveries were accumulating in this event.
Yeah. How many times do you reckon you've hired a trailer from here?
Enough to pay for one.
Yeah. Let's hope that the repair to the actual vehicle goes smooth and got another midnight recovery.
You might actually end up divorced before you're married.
Fuck. And just like that, we're back at the scene of the crime.
In daylight, we brought Sun with us.
Yes. Limited time though.
Limited time, that's it.
So what's the plan, B?
So, what we're going to do, because we're missing a bearing and it's public holiday today, we're going to put the hub on and it'll be supported by this bearing here. We'll whack a bit of grease on there. And then to support the outboard bearing, we're going to use the spacer, which will come up to here, and tack weld that to this stub, because this stub axle is totally stuffed anyway.
And we've got the old Honda Jenny. You did a review on that, didn't you?
No, that was the one that replaced that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, and the welder. We tested that before we came, so we know that works.
So yeah, we're going to whack it on, but before we do that, we'll just deburr the underside of this. It looks good on the top, the underside's all scored up and chewed out. So we'll just make sure it turns freely, and then whack the wheel on and load it up. The front side there's bent, that should be out of it.
Oh yeah, that can be arranged.
So that'll support it.
Yeah.
We'll take that on as far in as possible. Actually, what I'll do is I'll pack it out with those and I'll just dremel the middle out, so you're welding further out. Never thought I'd poured a nut before. Send it. So what we're doing here is we've ground out the inside to a light interference fit. We're just going to tap it on, and once it's all holding, we'll weld it on.
You guys missed the first one I did. That was absolutely perfect. I think you might need to take a tiny bit more off. Still the glory off camera, but we've got that one on now. It's actually even a better fit than the last one he did. So good job there, Ben. That actually, it's like a bought one.
Oh, it's good for 100,000 now.
Who needs the outboard bearing, huh?
Nah, extra expense.
Yeah. So what should we do? Break out the old buzz box and tack her up?
Lay a tack. Probably just run that side and run this side. You can see.
Tack the CV to there, yeah.
Don't ruin a good CV. Let's get this party started. Open the vent. Put it on. Get yourself to a safe work height. Bend your knees.
Oh.
Turn the choke on. Get it warmed up. There we go.
Who's doing the honours?
I reckon you should mate, show us your welding skills.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever seen me do any stick welding on here.
Hey?
No one's ever seen me do stick welding on the channel.
That's all about to change. I'll even set it up for you.
Awesome. Right. Have we got a helmet?
I've got a helmet.
Let's see what it is. A little bit more.
Oh yeah, you've got to go a bit more.
Is that all the herbs that Jenny can cope with, or?
Yeah, that's it.
Should have got a bit of peno on that one.
Nothing like getting a bit of peno on the end of your shaft.
So Ben, is it wheelie time to put the wheel on?
Man, you're nuts.
Lug nuts. I'm stoked you brought this high lift jack for me, Ben.
You know what, on the Prado, it's the only way you can change the tyres on the front.
Yeah.
Because the stupid Toyota jack doesn't actually go high enough. But
do you have the mounting kit? Can I just bolt this straight onto my surf?
no, I haven't bought the mounting kit yet, because I thought some
you bought me
dickhead
the
would
jack.
steal it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh wait, am I the dickhead?
oh, hey!
Actually, how is the inside of the wheel? Not too bad,
It's
actually.
alright. Yeah.
Bit of a crushed weight there, but
Yeah.
better than a long wait.
I sent the apprentice out to get one of them, he hasn't come back yet.
What about the striped paint? Oh, just, mate. I spent all day degreasing those.
Dropping nuts everywhere.
Oh, we're on, son. So is this the moment of truth?
Absolutely. Now, if I remember how to release this puppy. Oh. There we go, now it's working.
That's bloody brilliant. Well, that was a lot safer. Now we're just going to get it running.
That's it. It seems to be holding its own weight. Little wonkalicious.
Alright, so we've tried hooking up the second battery, which Ben brought. The starter motor seems to be non-responsive. It just kind of ticks. So we're going to try clutch start it in that much space. So, fingers crossed. For you, Ben. Yeah, so we kind of had no luck here. We've got to the end of the runway. So pretty much Benny's just going to pull this back and we'll try winch it on with the hand winch. Always come prepared. car for today.
That's not good.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Holy shit, guys, you hear that? We got it running.
I've just screamed to the
We got Brett here too. So what do we need, Ben? Just a bit of herbage.
Just a little bit of electrons.
Alright. That just sounds really
Sounds
good.
tough. Sounds good.
It's not really tickety or anything.
Nah. I reckon that battery was draining. Just sitting there.
Yeah.
And you got maybe put that battery here because this one's really wide and you can see it was rubbing on the aircon pulley.
Yeah. Alright, so what do you want to do? Let this idle for a bit?
Let it charge up a bit. We'll unhook this. And then you can drive it off and I'll bring the Prado back around and hitch it back up and then you can drive off.
Great.
Let's go for laps. On that.
Yeah, on this. Oh, it held up. The old beast. So I've just unloaded it from the trailer. I've gone up the road, turned it round, and it's running. We've got a lot of wiring gremlins to tidy up, but it sounds alright. Baby turbo. Oh, smoke show. Alright.
Diesel suit.
Onward and upward. Oh, thanks, Benny.
Tell the camera what mods you got planned for tomorrow night.
Sleep mod, work mod, and no car mod.
Parts of everything.
Yeah. So we've got a list of stuff to buy, and
Absolutely.
you guys will see this soon enough. We've got enough footage.